First of all, we are going to learn frames of reference. So, what is a frame of reference? The coordinate with respect to which we measure position of a particle is called frame of reference. There are two types of frame of references. First is inertial frame of reference and second one is non-inertial frame of reference. So first, inertial frame of reference. A frame of reference in which Newton's first law of motion, also called the law of inertia, is strictly valid is called an inertial frame of reference. In such a frame of reference, an object at rest will remain at rest and an object in motion will continue to move with constant velocity, means uniform velocity in a straight path if no external force acts on it. A frame of reference is said to be inertial if it is either at rest or moving with uniform velocity. That means v is equal to constant or v is equal to 0. Let's see in this diagram. Let's consider this is a clock and also this is a clock. This is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, x-axis, y-axis, and this one is the z-axis. Here v is equal to 0 and that implies that a is also equals to 0. And here v is equals to constant and a is also equals to 0. This is frame at rest inertial. This frame is at rest and so it is called inertial frame. And this is frame moving with uniform velocity. This is also called inertial frame of reference. One more thing, the inertial frame of reference is also known as Newtonian or Galilean frame of reference because it was Galileo who first enunciated the law of inertia, which we refer to as Newton's first law of motion. Also, any frame of reference moving with uniform velocity to the inertial frame of reference is also inertial. For example, let's take examples. First example is lift at rest or stationary bus is an inertial frame because if a ball lying in a lift or on the smooth floor of the bus, the ball shall remain at rest unless some external force acts on it. That means अगर किसी बॉल को हम किसी स्टेशनरी बस में और या लिफ्ट में एक पॉइंट पे रख देते हैं तो वो तब तक रेस्ट में रहेगी जब तक हम कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स उस पर नहीं लगाते हैं. सो दिस इज़ ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ inertial frame of reference. Also, the second example is intergalactic space is the best example inertial frame of reference. So first of all, what is intergalactic space? Intergalactic space means situated in or relating to the spaces between galaxies. Situated in or relating to the space. Relate कर रहा है जो space between the galaxies. That what we meant by intergalactic spaces. So intergalactic space is the best example of the inertial frame of reference. Next is the note. Newton's first law of motion defines inertial frame, and second law identifies that such a frame of reference is unaccelerated. मतलब फर्स्ट लॉ डिफाइन करता है कि इनर्शियल फ्रेम है एंड सेकेंड लॉ डिफाइन करता है कि सच अ फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस इज अनएक्सलरेटेड. फर्स्ट लॉ डिफाइन करेगा कि वो इनर्शियल फ्रेम है और सेकेंड लॉ डिफाइन करेगा कि अगर वो इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस है तो वो अनएक्सलरेटेड है. तो फ्रॉम न्यूटन सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन, F vector is equal to ddt of p vector means momentum is equal to ddt of m mass into velocity is equal to m differentiation of velocity, that will be equal to F vector is equal to mass into acceleration, mass into acceleration. If v is equals to 0 or v is equal to constant, that what it means, therefore f is all equals to 0. What it means, f is equal to ma के बराबर था, so ma is also equal to 0 and this also means that a is also equal to 0. Hence an inertial frame of reference is an unaccelerated frame of reference. तो सेकेंड लॉ से ये प्रूव हो गया कि इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस जो है वो अनएक्सलरेटेड फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस होती है. सेकेंड वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट नॉन इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस. द फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस विच आर एक्सलरेटेड और deaccelerated, that is velocity is variable, are called non-inertial frame of reference. The frame of reference which are accelerated और deaccelerated, it means velocity जो है इसमें variable होगी, are called non-inertial frame of reference. Also the Newton's law of motion are no longer valid in non-inertial frame of reference. All the accelerated frames and rotating frames are non-inertial because the velocity is variable. बोल रहा है कि जो एक्सलरेटेड फ्रेम है जितने भी और जितने भी रोटेटिंग फ्रेम्स हैं वो नॉन इनर्शियल होंगे क्योंकि वेलोसिटी जो है वो वेरिएबल है. इसके एग्जांपल्स देखते हैं. फर्स्ट एग्जांपल इज अ बस मूविंग अलोंग अ सर्कुलर ट्रैक इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ एक्सलरेटेड और नॉन इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस बिकॉज जब ये बस मूविंग विद अ सर्कुलर ट्रैक, जब बस किसी सर्कुलर ट्रैक में मूव कर रही होगी तो अगर हम उस पर कोई एक्सटर्नल फोर्स भी अप्लाई नहीं करते हैं तब भी वो एक्सलरेशन एक्सपीरियंस करेगी. when the moving bus turns round a curve, the passengers are thrown away from the center. This is due to the centrifugal force. इसको हम बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. एंड द सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल इज एन एयरक्राफ्ट गेनिंग स्पीड ड्यूरिंग टेक ऑफ इज ऑल्सो एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ नॉन इनर्शियल फ्रेम ऑफ रेफरेंस.